What do you remember most about Coach Hamblet?
You know, I go back 34 years when I played for Coach Hamblet, and I can remember he walking out on the field, and he was always dressed the same way. He had his Bermuda shorts on, his sneakers, his whistle, and his clipboard. And when you did something wrong, rather than he saying something demeaning to you, he would say something like, "My grandmother can run faster than that." He was an outstanding member of the community. It's an honor to be here tonight to pay tribute to his memories and his accomplishments, and I'm just glad that I can also be here to see many of the players that I enjoyed football with 30 years ago.
Tom Verhusic, you played football for Coach Hamblet a good many years.
Oh yeah, many years ago too.
Some fantastic teams.
I don't know about fantastic. We had a hell of a good time though, I know that much. Great coach.
What did Frank Hamblet mean to you, or any share a story with us?
He was just a tough man, but he was a real good, fine coach. I really enjoyed playing for him. It was one of the best times of my life, high school, playing football especially.
Jerry Wood, you played for Coach Hamblet for how many years?
I played 2 years for him. He came my junior year. Then also I played with him with the Vikings. He was our first coach with the Vikings.
What kind of a guy was he? What were some of the qualities he had?
I think Coach was a very fair man. I think he was dedicated to whatever sport he coached, and whatever he did. I mean, he always asked his players to give 110%, but in return he'd always give 110% also. He never asked more of his players what he wouldn't do also. And he was very active in the community, and I just thought he was a great man.
Here we go, right?
What are you going to ask me?
Just that.
What?
What kind of a guy was he? What kind of a coach was he?
He was a good coach.
How many years did you play for him?
4 years.
And what kind of a coach was he? What do you remember the most?
Coach Hamblet was a good coach. Excellent. Taught well, put you in the right positions. He was just good all around.
There's a red Chevy Cavalier parked on the other side of the hill here behind us that has the interior light on, a red Chevy. The 46-yard line. Illegal procedure. It'll be first down over again. Number 90, Stephen Jeffers on the stop. It'll be a 2nd and 50. On the carry. Lost on the play. Number 71, Andrew Cassini. On the stop. Also in there once again at number 77, Brian Zavinsky. Trying to pull the ball away. 3rd down, Blue Hawks. Partially blocked, and then down by the Blue Hawks. 22 10-yard line. First and 10 for the Cadets. Into the game for the Hawks.
Ready, that's the one. Hudson has to go with AJ. That's the one. AJ, that's the one.
Because that nigga about just straight up. He smoked 4 packs of cigarettes in a 2 days. I read it and don't know a thing you're telling me, but I enjoy
Get him out of the locker. He's a little quick. He can get outside and I'm running. Playing games. Look, there's 10 yards off that guy. He slants. He's only got to beat him one time. Why don't we make our way to 7 yards?
I saw Gordon getting beautiful. And listen, we had to talk about the game he got beat at 10.
Up in 10 yards.
When his kid made the dice hard, and it was funny. He said,
You little one, yeah.
When Delkins said pass trimmed to throw. And now we'd like to call your attention to the center of the field, where alumni, former players, and friends of Coach Hamblet and once again, we call your attention to the middle of the field.
Welcome to halftime of the Hudson High School All-Day Academy game. We want to, for those of you who don't know the people to my right, we want to reintroduce you to some of Coach Frank Hamblet's family. They are Lily Hamblet over here, Martha, and Greg. Now, for those of you who are youngsters of history, we're here to pay tribute to a teacher, to a veteran, and a friend, Coach Frank Hamblet. This World War II veteran got his first start as a coach in Malone in 1948. He then moved to Randolph Central School, then to south of here to Highland High School. In 1956, and Jerry Wood will attest to this, Frank Hamblet and his wife found Hudson. Now, for 27 years at Hudson High School, Frank Hamblet and his teams ruled the gridirons, the courts, the tracks, and even the bowling alleys. This generally quiet man was instrumental in guiding the young lives of hundreds of men as well as women. And many of the players and friends are here tonight. I can't mention all of you, but I should tell you that Tom and Dan Klein are here with their mom down there. Lou Bureau. Jimmy Klein is here as well. Excuse me, for keep the family involved. John O'Ryan, Carl Whitbeck, Phil Lautable, the big man, Moose Marchione, also known as the Bear, Bob Hovey, and representing an arch rival from Albany Academy, Neil Murray, who was representing Ernie Steck, who could not be here. For those of you who remember the great rivalries between Hudson and Albany Academy.
He was a great man. We respected him tremendously.
Coach Hamblet's love of football continued after his coaching career. After he left Hudson High School, he was the coach, as many of you know, of the Twin County Vikings, and one of the early organizers of the Hudson Whalers Pop Warner football program. After retirement, the Hamlets headed out west to Sun City, Arizona. But the only thing that really changed was the weather. It was a little bit warmer. He continued his coaching career in Arizona, and in 1993 was named Track Coach of the Year. A former Hudson High School standout, who was also a standout Hudson Mayor, Rick Scalera, is with us and has a proclamation to present. Rick?
Thank you, Lance. One quick addition. Martha, that night when you and Frank were at the Elks Club dancing and we borrowed your car and totaled it, I just have to admit, and I know Coach is watching, I was not the driver that night. I know I told you I was, but I'm not. It is great.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
It is with pleasure and honor. To read this proclamation, I've been told to abbreviate it a little bit. It says, whereas Frank J. Hamlet, our longtime Hudson High School coach, was not only our teacher and mentor, but most importantly, our friend. And whereas, as a high school coach and teacher for over 43 years, and having served 23 of those years in the Hudson City School District, Coach Hamblet was soft-spoken, yet at times the sternest of men, a true father figure who never lost his compassion for sports and his athletes. He was a man who taught us to cherish our wins and to learn from our losses. And whereas Coach Hamblet passed away, in 1996. However, we fondly remember his scoldings, the victory bear hugs, the tears he shed with his teams, and above all, his smiles. Now therefore I, Richard Sclair, Mayor of the City of Hudson, do hereby proclaim Friday, October 17, 1997, as Frank Hamblet Day in the City of Hudson. And I know I speak for every individual that he has either taught or coached through the years when I say I am proud to have known Frank Hamblet, the father, husband, my coach, and my friend. Thank you.
Woo! The presentation committee consists of Coach Jim Hogan, former coach and teacher Gene Burley, Coach Don Woods, and they have a presentation to make to the Hamblet.
You want to read this?
It reads as follows, and it'll be assembled, affixed to the side of the bleachers near the tennis courts. It reads as follows: an appreciation and recognition of Coach Frank J. Hamblet for his many years of school and community service and his dedication to athletes and students, and it's dated October 17, 1997. Representing the Hudson City School District to receive the plaque are Carol Boyce, principal of Hudson High School, Jack Hannafin, the athletic coordinator for the Hudson City School District, Board of Education President Ed Nabosny, and the Superintendent of the Hudson City School District, Dr. Donald Carlisle. We want to, why don't you just hold that up so we can get a shot of it. Turn it around.
Right beside.
Okay. We want to mention, remind everybody that the plaque will be affixed to the side of the bleachers. And for someone who had a very little part in this, I want to personally thank all these old friends of mine who showed up, and of course the Hamlets for being here. It's a very important day for all of us. And thank you all very much for coming here for the game and sharing this important day with us. Thank you very much.
And I said, well, Hudson was always in his heart.
What's this mean?
What does what mean?
What today's event? What's it mean to you?
What does it mean to me? I see Frank everywhere because all these lives that he touched and all these athletes that were his extended family, because he worried about them if they got hurt. He checked on them all the time with their about studies and things like that. And these boys have gone on, and he would, well, he was proud as he heard about their successes and things like that. And it just makes me so happy to come here and see these fellows and know that they're what they are because he touched their lives. Thank you. Yes. Ironically,
just do whatever you want to do. Follow.
I think it's a shot ball. I'm a referee. You know, I got it.
Yeah. I went in on it. You probably could have.
You're right inside.
Hang on. Yeah, I think I had one of those too.
Hudson.